Now, the death of the British paratrooper in Ukraine has intensified tensions between Moscow and London. Russia has accused Britain of playing a broader role in its ongoing war with Ukraine. The paratrooper has been named as George Hooley of the United Kingdom's Parachute Regiment. And the Russian Foreign Ministry spokeswoman Maria Zakharova has demanded that Britain should reveal what a British soldier who was killed in Ukraine was really doing in the battlefield.
This is the first time the British government has publicly confirmed the death of a career military officer during the Ukrainian conflict. The Prime Minister pompously claimed that this same Lance Corporal George Hooley allegedly helped Ukraine in its fight for freedom. I'd like to hear more details from them. These details will certainly emerge. But London must honestly reveal what exactly was this Hooley doing there. It seems as if someone in Britain may have begun carefully preparing public opinion for military losses in Ukraine that will simply be impossible to hide any longer.
Now, the UK Ministry of Defence said that the soldier died in a tragic accident while observing Ukrainian forces test a new defence capability. The British Prime Minister Keir Starmer paid tributes to the 28-year-old paratrooper, calling his life full of courage and determination. He said that the soldier had died while training the Ukrainian troops away from combat.
Lance Corporal Hooley was injured in a tragic accident away from the front lines while observing Ukrainian forces testing a new defensive capability. His life was full of courage and determination. He served our country with honour and distinction around the world in the cause of freedom and democracy, including as part of the small number of British personnel in Ukraine.
The ministry further added that the paratrooper was due for promotion to corporal in January and had taken on those responsibilities during his deployment. And this marks the first death of a British service member in Ukraine since Russia's full-scale invasion began in February 2022. And this comes after a series of recent meetings involving the American President Donald Trump and European leaders, all aimed at bringing the war to an end. And it also sparked some fresh questions about the presence of foreign troops on Ukrainian soil. The British plans to join France and 30 other countries in deploying forces there as part of the coalition of the willing. However, Russian President Vladimir Putin has repeatedly warned that any foreign forces, including NATO troops on Ukraine's territory, will be seen as legitimate targets. Meanwhile, in September, the Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky announced plans to deploy thousands of foreign troops under the post-war security guarantees. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.